Okay, ready?
Ready.
Okay, we're here. We should be live now, I think. We got eyes on this?
I'm checking right now.
Okay. Well, I think we're live anyway.
All right.
Yeah, we are live.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are live.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we're there on the screens.
Yeah.
Hey. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Sorry for the abrupt ending there. We didn't want to get copyright destroyed.
Yeah. We got a little notification saying there was copywritten audio, so we had to stop showing the thing.
Yeah. So.
Or we can just go with that was the end. That was the end of the movie.
You know what I think we should do?
The war.
I think we should take what we've seen and extrapolate out. Let's find out how the dogs stopped the war. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the slingshots because they're sticks, and the dog naturally wants to chew the sticks, and so once all the sticks were chewed, they didn't have any weapons, and that stopped the war. Which is also, interestingly enough, how the 100 Years' War ended.
Interesting.
Just, people ate all their weapons, and they didn't have anything to fight with anymore.
Interesting.
So, bit of trivia there. Yeah.
Historical fact, right there.
Yeah. That's how I think he stopped the war.
It's good.
I don't think the dog stopped the war at all. I think that halfway through the film it would be revealed that this is all taking place in some sort of computerized simulation. And the dog would wake up in a red pot of goo. He'd come to, he'd look around, there'd be some sort of flying machine there. They would eject him into some sort of hellscape of a real world where he'd be picked up by a ship, perhaps find out that dogs and machines were at war and have been at war for a long time. And there's this other team of dogs that have escaped from what I'm going to be calling, the Matrix, I guess is probably the easiest way to refer to it. So it's like a matrix of dogs that fuel these machines. Okay. So at the end, the dog figures out that he's got this powerful force he can use. He uses sonic barks. He jumps and flies. He's got a real cool little dog trench coat, pair of dog sunglasses that he can put on with one of those. You know how in movies they when they need to represent a dog doing something, they have a paw on a stick. That's how I imagine the dog putting on his sunglasses as well in one of those close-up shots.
So just the best special effects.
Oh, great special effects. And then maybe there's a couple of sequels where everything kind of falls apart, and it seems like there was no planning on any of this whatsoever. And the first one may have been a fluke. And then maybe 20 years later you resurrect it, and I'm not sure if anybody ever watches it. I sure did.
Oh. That sounds like wild fantasy to me, Dan. You have such a creative imagination. It's wonderful to hear such a vivid, detailed world that you can imagine.
I think of myself as a visionary.
Well, I think when I envision how this movie ended, I get a sight in my mind, and I think that probably what happened is they met a dog named Ralph, and that dog named Ralph ended up going to prison after surrendering during the war and was tortured for a long time by another dog named Fred with putting gum in his hair. They put gum in his hair.
Oh, that's mean.
That was your dog. Yeah.
The dog gets out and joins up with some pirates, where it retains the rank of sergeant.
A sergeant of the pirates?
A sergeant of the pirates. After the pirates lose their medic, who was kind of doing double duty as a sergeant and a medic there. And then they encounter on a plane. They play a little golf
on the plane.
On a plane there, on the plane, which is really dangerous. You got to watch for that. Large plane, and you know who's flying the plane? Animals. This is the craziest part. A frog and an owl, who turn out to be spies.
Both of them?
Spies and Pies is the organization they're working for. And the dog has to defuse a bomb with a 4-digit code, and the code is 41769. That's
like a 5-digit code, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but 69 counts as one number.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see. That's probably the instruction on the bomb that says 69 counts as one if you need to put it in.
Yeah. There's a 69 button.
69 button.
It's a really
all the digits within a 69 button.
Yeah. So that's
okay. All right. Fair enough. The only other thing I remember about this movie, the epic snow fort, at one point it collapses because the dog was digging under it. And I think all of a sudden all the kids I remember correctly, just go, "Oh my God, we have to stop the war and get the dog out, the poor dog." And I think that's how he stops the war, by almost dying by digging under the snow fort. I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
That seems like kind of a loose connection between his action and the war stopping. It wasn't. Aha! I'm going to collapse this snow fort on myself so I nearly die, and then the kids won't want to be at the war anymore
because they'll feel sorry for the dog. Yeah, it wasn't a purposeful stop of the war. It was a completely accidental stop of the war. Again, if I'm remembering correctly.
Is it possible we're looking at this all wrong? That this is actually something they say to the dog, like with derision. Oh, that's the dog who stopped the war. Like they're all pissed at him for making it that way.
They're eager. They're eager to get that war going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did seem very eager to get that war going.
Very eager. Well, it's too bad we'll never know what happens because obviously there's no way I'm gonna watch the rest of that movie just kind of on my own. That's crazy.
There was a definite tension between the girl who just moved into the neighborhood and General Napoleon there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there was going to be something there. I think that was a relationship that was really going to go somewhere.
It blossomed.
Yeah.
You could say it's the dog who stopped the live stream.
Hey, you could say that.
Do you think the type of dog is copyrighted? You can't show a Saint Bernard on stream. You just can't do it. Don't do it.
Well, Beethoven. I almost said Beethoven.
That's the name of the sequel.
Dog. Yeah,
that's the sequel.
Yeah, like Van Forstick.
That's the name of the. That's the name of the dinner theater spoof of
Beethoven.
There you go. Ruined it for everyone.
Well, wars were stopped. Dogs were stopping them. Voices were dubbed over.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. This was in a small town in Quebec somewhere. And who knows if that's even what they were saying? Maybe when that kid said, "Yeah, you go ahead, Napoleon," maybe that's just something that the English person just added in, right? Maybe
he's a French guy. He'd probably talking about Napoleon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't speak French. I don't know. I'll just say what I think he's saying.
There you
go. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, sorry the movie stopped. It's hard to tell what's copywritten and what isn't. All the other films didn't seem to be of the
seemed fine.
Tales for All. I guess they're not Tales for All because we're not
for us at least. They're not for us.
Not for us. Not for you guys. Tales for All, but you guys. They should call them.
This is probably because we made fun of Rock Demers at the start of this. He got on the phone. He's like, "Somebody shut this shit down. They're making fun of Rock Demers. This won't fly."
He called his high-powered lawyers and got them on our asses like that.
Rightfully
He's always watched YouTube. He watches every YouTube video just in case his name comes up. He has people for that.
That's right.
Mr. Demers, they're making fun of you again. Just shatters a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Get
on their asses.
And it happens so often. He's got a large box full of coffee mugs there next to his desk.
Yeah. I will ruin them. I will ruin them. He's like the Canadian version of that guy that Tom Cruise played in that Tropic Thunder movie. It's just like the Canadian version of that.
Okay, hold on. We just got a comment here from Brandice Calais. It says VOI FYI. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Does it what?
VOI.
VOI FYI.
I'm just going to respond with question mark because that's.
Yeah.
What does VOI mean?
I don't know.
We're not educated people. I'm asking the person who.
Oh, see, that's how dumb I am. I thought you were asking me.
No, I'm not talking to you. Why would I talk to you? You don't know what it means either.
VOI. Let's speculate. Very obvious information. Idiot.
FYI.
Yeah.
Very obvious, idiot.
But the I is the only letter that's lowercase as well. So it's VOI, all caps, then FY, lowercase I.
Waffy.
Is it possible this is a spy that's communicating with another spy? And it's like,
is this Rock Demers?
We gotta go to a place where there's gonna be no other people viewing and no other people writing comments so that we can get our spy stuff done.
We can communicate freely. We can communicate freely now.
Yeah, I know just the stream. Don't worry. It's empty.
Wonder what that means. Well, Another mystery.
Well-
It's been a night of mysteries, gentlemen. That's for sure.
Just like
Sure
the
has.
ending. Just like the ending of this movie, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
And we'll also never know if it's Brandice or Brandis.
Real. Brandice,
Don't know.
reveal yourself. Say another thing.
I want the war to happen. I want there to be a scene like Top Secret with the cow, but it's two kids in like a dog costume. That's how they're going to get
Pretending
into
to
the
be
fort.
the dog.
Pretending to be the dog.
Pretty good, yeah.
That's a good. There you go. I'm thinking of ways I can improve this movie.
Nice.
Oh,
All right.
They're
well,
remaking a lot of stuff. They're remaking Dune. They're remaking all this other stuff. I mean, maybe there'll be a big budget remake of The Dog Who Stopped the War.
do you think
they
maybe
just
that's what's
made
happening?
Dune. They gotta make another one already.
Well, maybe, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You know,
Oh, maybe that is what's
maybe
happening.
that's why. No, they didn't. I'm talking about the Dune that just came out, Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not remaking the one that just came out. They're remade. That was a remake because they'd made one before.
right.
In the
right.
But a
okay.
remake of The Dog
Yeah.
Who Stopped the War. Maybe we'll get an
Yeah.
updated modern Tommy Tricker, where instead of using
Yeah.
stamps to travel, no one will give a crap about any of that whatsoever because they're kids, and why would they have in the first place?
That's exactly. Why would they be experts in stamps? All of them. It'll be a shared universe.
I like that. Maybe the
They'll go to
dog
the
shows
Great
up
Land Mall.
in. Yeah, the dog shows up at the peanut butter solution to maybe lick the peanut butter off the kid to save him. I'm just spitballing here, you know?
Yeah. There's
Rock,
some,
then the
whatever you
dog's
need to
hair.
take, Rock, you take it.
Dog's hair grows and grows and grows.
Saint
Yeah.
Bernard with like huge long hair. I'd pay to see that. That's a movie. That's your money making movie. And the guy
the
who
one.
the cat who becomes a human,
Yeah.
I can be involved somehow too. He's just
Yeah.
as himself because he's actually pretty entertaining. I think he was the most entertaining person I've seen in one of these tales for all.
Well, you know, it's probably what we missed. You probably would have to change that evaluation, but there's nothing we
Yeah.
can do about that now.
That's true.
Out of our
That is
hands.
Out of
That is
our
true.
hands.
Well, you know, our next movie, we shouldn't have any copyright problems at all. It is The Fast and the Furious. So I don't imagine any, you know,
Yeah.
any copyright
And it's the
problems
most
will come.
recent one, so you guys will probably already have seen it in
Yeah.
theaters, so it won't even be an issue.
Yeah. So, yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue at all.
So
It's
Stay
the one
tuned for
without
that.
the rocket.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. That'll be great.
And yeah, join us on Thursdays for the Good Improv Show. Join us on Fridays where we play some video games and stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a stream a different day too. It's hard to say. Hard to say what could happen.
Yeah, it's impossible. Impossible to say.
Maybe we'll book a famous guest like Bob Saget. Be pretty cool.
Or Rock Demir.
We should have The Rock and Rock Demers on so they can really like hammer this out, settle it once and for all.
Finally together, and then they fight at the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Settle it once and for all.
Once this
Who's
has been
the
festering
Rock?
too long.
All right. Well,
Well, guess we'll see
thanks
y'all
for-
later
thanks
then,
for showing
everyone.
up. See you later.
Hope
Sorry,
everybody has a
everybody.
good night.